I guess I'm going in for a railgun maneuver, which has a slowing effect whenever I hit an enemy with it, which should be really, really nice because things, I don't know, it sucks whenever things are attacking you like that. And then also some kind of like this railgunning effect where it latches on to another enemy that's kind of vaguely nearby it. I also have this version of the javelin. Sorry, it's overheated. I have this version of the javelin, which will do a lot of damage all around an area of effect. I don't know if I can expand that area of effect. I haven't seen a perk that really does that yet. But
I hope I've packed
that's what it is, man. We also have a death defiance now, so if we do die,
only I can do this.
we're safe. Game's only getting harder. I'm hoping that the runs are getting longer as well. We shall see, man. We shall freaking see. Looks like we have Spear Sister over here.
Clef. I'm starting to worry you might actually do this.
Or die trying, at least. Come, sister. Tell me what you know. Why is this place so important?
It isn't important, Clef. It's dangerous. It will only get harder from here on out. And for what end?
To find her and take her offline. I believe she is here. You all but confirmed it.
Believe what you will, sister. Your death surely creeps closer.
Don't punch electrified enemies. Okay, so we got the reverse edition of an enemy that we can't actually attack with a ranged attack, an enemy that we can't actually get a punch off on. So we're gonna have to use our ranged attack on these guys. Which I can vibe with that. I think I vibe with that a little bit more than the other one. What the hell is that enemy that, oh, I guess I got that guy. Railgun, man. I'm just gonna kill enemies and I'm not even gonna realize that I did.
Well, what were you hiding?
Your throw charges up faster and deals more damage. Slam and throw regenerate less heat. This is the uncommon one, so let's just go for that.
I can break the bridge lock now.
Also like slam and throw generate less heat because heat can be kind of annoying.
Forward now.
So not needing to deal with this sounds pretty good to me. Indie games just have more freedoms as well. It's the exact same difference between like anything that's made indie versus what's made corporate. If you're getting something that's indie, you're gonna get a more condensed product that is gonna apply to less people. Thus, you know, it being independent, it just is. But it's gonna have a stronger kind of like message behind it. That's gonna be the case with music, television, movies. It's almost like the reason that A24 movies have been so successful lately is just because they're much more indie. They've got a wider berth as far as like the types of stories that they tell because they give more freedom to the individual storyteller that's actually telling them. Oh, I'm punching an electrified enemy. Gotta watch out for that now. Ow. That electrified enemy did a lot of damage to me. And this guy's dealing a lot of damage to me too. This basic enemy ass. Goofy ass motherfucker. His attack is still attacking me even though he's dead. How does that even work? Okay, phenomenal. Got the bomb twins.
About, but we still got a job to do here. So very politely, get her off with you.
This is the most British character in the game.
Yeah, I don't exactly take orders from a flock of peacocks such as yourselves.
This flock of peacocks has paid buckets by the Queen to give orders, you know?
Perhaps, but could you not sell your services to the other side? Rebels pay coin too.
Yeah, but the Queen pays a lot more. Our tailor don't come cheap.
Alrighty then. Oh, these are the guys I actually want to hit though. I hate it whenever a ball is like punch me though. Most annoying enemy is whenever a ball is like, yeah, you're gonna need to actually punch after me. Instead of just going after me with a ranged attack. I want to hit a fast-moving enemy, a fast-moving, exploding enemy with a melee attack if I don't have to.
Well, what were you hiding?
Punches repeatedly while dashing. Punches have more range, deal more damage, and inflict coat. Legendary. I'm sorry. Increase overall damage for each combo level. Legendary? I'll fucking take that, man. Are you kidding me? My combo is gonna go insane on this build.
The javelin shrugged off.
I do tend to have like an affinity more for like the indie sort of things, and maybe call it like a little bit of like a contrarian, like rebellious attitude or whatever the hell. But like, even whenever I'm not necessarily, like, for example, I don't love horror. It's not my favorite thing. I don't enjoy the feelings that it evokes, especially in the case of body horror. I am a pretty squeamish person, so it kind of really messes me up. But I can appreciate the artistry of like an indie, you know, television TV show. I can't think of very many indie television shows, though I guess like kind of television in general is pretty indie compared to, you know, film. You know what? I could say that I watched Shameless recently, and it definitely had an indie kind of vibe to it, you know? Things that I would say more the indie vibe in regards to TV and like episodic programming is more like you could almost compare it to like a YouTube web series sort of deal. It's kind of vibe it definitely evokes, I guess, whenever it's indie TV. Even whenever it's like a category that I don't love and like it doesn't exactly resonate with me, I tend to appreciate just like the attempt at making a more condensed, just like precise sort of idea, as opposed to what will generally appeal to the broadest public, I guess. I don't know. I love body horror, my fave. Duncan, do you like do you love Tusk? Like Kevin Smith's Tusk. Punches recover more heat. That could be great. But also this one could be great too. I kind of love that one. Okay, let's go for that. I haven't seen Tusk. I know Tay loves it though.
The javelin shrugged off.
I mean, when you think body horror, what are you thinking? Because I mean, when I hear the term body horror, I'm thinking Tusk. I'm thinking Human Centipede. Which I haven't seen Human Centipede. I know enough about it to know that I don't want to watch Human Centipede. I know enough about the basic concept. I'm too squeamish for that kind of stuff, you know? Like, it used to be a lot worse whenever I was in, like, grade school. Like legitimately, if somebody said the word blood, I would get way too in my head about it. I would think way too hard about it, and, like, that would, like, make me feel, like, a little bit faint. And people, like, kids were mean about it, too. I'd say this to them, and they'd be like, blood, 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 blood. I'd be like, I don't like it. I don't like any of this.
Did you really doubt me, Vantel?
I got over that level of it, but definitely when it comes to, like, like they get a little bit more intense about the body horror, I still get squeamish as hell.
Indeed not, my little rebel. Tell me, who will fill the throne once you've slain our dear queen?
No one will. No more overseers.
Anarchy!
No rulers, no councils, just the people.
Anarchy!
But then what will happen to the court? For silken the festivities?
The festivities! I miss my explosive lance. I think I like that the most, actually. Because it applies slow really good. I did like The Thing. I did watch The Thing, and I quite enjoyed The Thing. So maybe I can get into the, like, alien body horror a little bit. It's really the, like, crazed, mad human scientist who, like, combines people that I'm just like, ugh. I don't like that. I don't like that stuff. Well, good night, Clover. You only take scratch damage when hit. Critical hit is increased for each scratch damage, or traps deal more damage. We go for the scratch damage.
All
Scratch
seals
damage
removed.
is nice.
Onward.
It is nice to have the, like, comfort of I know that at the very least I have, oh. I have a Death Defiance. Sorry. Couldn't finish that thought because I got scared. At 46 out of 130 health, it is time to get scared. Yeah, it's nice to know I have a Death Defiance, but I think I'm hoping for health
Press
out of
on as
this.
you like. You shall get no further.
Either that or
Queen
max
is
health.
the most mighty of patrons. A most deserving ruler.
Most deserving of a guillotine, perhaps. But then, maybe you'd enjoy the sight of all that blood.
Yeah, you pervert.
Pestilence, be gone.
Among Us? Increases maximum health. I think I take that one. Need some health. Don't like Human Centipede? Nah, I don't fuck with Human Centipede. I haven't seen it, and I don't want to see it, because I know enough about it. I know that there's sequels where it gets worse, because they need to one-up themselves every time. That's just the case with any fucking movie kind of like that. I did watch, body horror-wise, I did watch the first two Saws. I didn't hate those. I didn't love some of the scenes in them, but I think what I liked about Saw 1 particularly was that I was like, these are college students. Like, I could kind of, I had like a suspension of disbelief while I was watching that, where I was thinking of it more from like a filmmaking perspective, where I was like, wow, it's really cool that like 3 people made this movie in a bathroom for their while they were in film school, you know? And then Saw 2 was impressive just to watch because you could see those film students like kind of like they had a hit, man. That's awesome. Now they can improve upon their formula. They can make a second movie. And I'm trying to think of who it was. Wasn't Mark Wahlberg or somebody in that movie? It was like they got like some eventually famous actor to act in that one. It might not have been Mark Wahlberg, but somebody was in Saw 2 that I was like, oh shit, that's awesome for them. I like the first 2 Saw movies. After Saw 2, I was like, at this point, I would just be watching for the general body horror, and I don't really fuck with that.
The Chimera is a nasty one, isn't she?
Well, you haven't seen half of it yet. It will repair itself eventually.
Whoa! Are you going back to fight her again?
You bet I am, kid. And I'm going to win.
Hell yeah. This is an upgrade? No. Honestly, I think this early, unless we're really messed up on health, it's actually not worth going for those little buffs. Now that I know that the run goes a little bit later, it's like, let's save the money for either a permanent upgrade or a buff whenever it really starts to matter. I don't think that I'm gonna make it on the timer though, because I'm at like, what, 9 minutes 40 seconds? I'm probably not gonna get a new gun or a new lance. That, and they're showing me all these keys. I love these keys. Well, just in case it's under 10 minutes, we'll go ahead and run in now. 3 minutes? What, do you want me to get no upgrades? Jesus. 3 minutes is insane. Blocks all damage for 5 blocks isn't the worst thing I've ever seen, actually. That's pretty good. I don't think I want it yet, though. I think I want to, again, save my keys. My parents made me go to therapy because of Saw. They thought it was going to cause me to be violent. Did your parents have a thing against, like, violent video games as well? Like, you weren't allowed to play, like, Call of Duty or anything like that? I never was made to go to therapy for that reason alone, because my parents sent me to therapy because they were getting a divorce, which was like a real reason to go to therapy. Kid therapy is weird, man, because you're just a kid and that therapist is really trying to get you to talk about some like adult shit, and you're just kind of like when I was in therapy as a kid, my therapist was like, talk to me about how the divorce makes you feel. Like, are you okay with your parents splitting up? And I was like, yeah, my friend is gonna be moving to another part of Oklahoma soon, and it's like an hour and a half away. So I'm really stressed about that. And they're like, well, we could talk to your parents about getting, you to visit them and everything like that. So it should be good. And I was like, they were like, do you want to talk about the divorce at all? And I'm like, nope. No, just stressed about this, about my friend leaving, about my friend leaving my schooling district and stuff like that. And like, I got all into video games. I found a friend with Pokemon and stuff, and now he's moving away, which did suck. But my parents did do a good job of like trying to keep me in contact with that dude. So I can at the very least appreciate that. Increase maximum health. Let's go for that one.
Break the bridge lock now.
I go for that one instead of the pure heal because I don't think I'm at the point where I need 100 health back just quite yet. I'm okay with being seen. Okay, the slowing effect with the railgun is coming in like very, very clutch. All things considered, it probably would have been good for me as a kid to actually talk about some of the shit that I was going through with the divorce and everything. But like, I don't know. I didn't have the thought formed in my head. I feel like I didn't have that kind of like conclusion about the fact that my parents didn't like each other until I was a teenager. So I don't know, man. Kind of one of those situations where it's like, you're gonna send me to therapy, but I felt like at the wrong time. Slam and throw generate less heat. That's a 15% less heat generation. I'll go for that one. Very much so, your parents. Sorry, I got onto my whole tangent about my own therapy experiences. Your parents did not like violent video games. My parents were like particular about Call of Duty Black Ops. I remember that was kind of the only game that I really was like, I want to get this one, because like, you know, back before the internet and everything, you couldn't really bond with people over like whatever niche title you might be kind of interested in. It was kind of like, maybe if you're lucky, you get like you could bond with people over Pokemon or Mario Kart or anything like that. But if your favorite game growing up was Drawn to Life, good fucking luck, man. Good fucking luck finding someone that you can kind of relate to about that gaming experience. Nah, but Call of Duty Black Ops, easy. Like, that was like really the moment where it was like, okay, you know, like kids in school are playing video games, right? For me anyway. It was definitely a case of like, I really wanted to get in on that. But my parents were so like anti like no M-rated games and anything like that, and I'm like, it was like at that point I had known about like I had seen YouTube videos about like Left 4 Dead and stuff like that, so I was like, there are more violent games out there, you know, there are games with more mature themes that I've actually been exposed through like, you know, YouTube videos of people recording their Let's Plays on their like camcorder or whatever. And like the blood in Call of Duty Black Ops was like, it was like a little spurt. I don't know if you remember with Black Ops, like a little spurt of red that would come up out of the characters whenever you would kill them. Really, I guess the more mature themes came with like the story mode of the game and everything, but I was always just like, I just want to play zombies. I just want to play zombies with the people in my school who are actually playing video games. Heat recovers faster at higher combo levels. Ooh. Punch attack gets an additional attack sequence that inflicts coat. Punch repeatedly while dashing to execute a powerful attack sequence that inflicts coat. I have no clue what that. I'm in. Whatever it is, I'm in. I'm so in. I'm fucking with that. It's gonna build my combo a lot faster too. Anything that builds my combo right now, I'm in. But yeah, like it was impossible to actually get my parents to agree to let me play Black Ops, and for some reason I think, you know, I did like the classic like divorced kid, like, I'm gonna take advantage of this situation. My parents hate each other, so I can ask one of them, you know, like, can I play Call of Duty? And one of them might say no, and then the other one might say yes, just because, you know, they don't like each other, so they don't really communicate. And I did end up with Black Ops 1. I think my dad got me Black Ops 2, but then my mom grounded me for some little thing that I did. I don't remember what it was. Basically just wanted to get my Black Ops 2 away from me because my dad bought it for me. And like grounded it from me, took it from me, and I never fucking saw that copy again. Like, I never got a Black Ops 2 experience, even though I really enjoyed it in like the first week that I played it, because it was just grounded indefinitely. Imagine having parental problems. I found the solution is to never have a dad. Well, yeah, but, you know, you never got the double Christmas. You never got the, like, you know, again, if your parent says no to something, the answer is no, because you only have one parent. If you there's no playing both sides sort of deal. I'm playing both sides so that I always come out on top sort of environment, I guess. Getting hit drops a spray can. I think that we go for the additional attacks because that's building our combos a lot faster. Like, look at that. Boom, 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 boom. That's a lot of attacks, man. That's gonna be combo building, and that legendary perk that we just got earlier, like at higher combo levels, we deal more damage by like 10% or something. We're hanging out. That's a great perk. I forgot that I have it on it, honestly, because it's so good. But it feels like I don't like, it's not something that I on purpose proc, it's just a very passive proc. This is a great run. Punches attack sticky bombs to enemies after 3. Heat cooldown speed is increased or reduces all damage taken. It's a cheap 150. I'll pick that up. Just in case I take some damage. My parents stopped caring after a little bit when they realized it's something I love. Plus, I've always been mild-mannered. I'm relating to you a lot right now. This is like, you're saying all kinds of stuff that I'm like, I definitely, because I was always like decently well-behaved, you know? Like, I never really got in trouble in school. There was one, I did get suspended from school once, but it was like one of those my friend, and I think my friend was actually in the wrong in retrospect, but I didn't know that at the time because I was a dumb idiot kid. My friend, in like 6th grade, there was a dude who said like, your friend kicked me in the balls during math class or something like that. And my friend was like, no, I did not do that. I stepped on your foot. As if those are the same thing, man. I think that my friend probably kicked this guy in the balls. Also, I need to lock the fuck in, so I'm gonna shut up now.
Stop me. Too hot.
That guy's cooked. So this kid was saying, like, that my friend stepped on his balls or whatever. And my friend was saying, nah, dude, I stepped on your foot. And was kind of, like, stalking him around, like, lunch and stuff like that. And I was, like, kind of sticking by my friend because I was, like, getting the vibe that, like, something weird was going on. I was like, this is not the environment. So I was sticking around them, and, you know, they weren't trying anything. So eventually, whenever we got out to, like, recess to, you know, just run around and play and be kids and throw rocks at the fence or something like that, whatever kids do at recess, I kind of ran off without my friend. And when I looked over, like, a couple minutes later, this kid was on top of my friend, just like wailing on him. And he had like his buddy kind of like backing him up and everything. So I'm like, this is a 2-on-1 situation. That's not fair. So I sprinted across the playground, and I was like, no way, man, no one fucks with my friend. And I like running jump, like tackled this kid. I didn't even really throw any punches on this kid as much as I was like, just like I kind of threw my whole body into him and was on top of him before a teacher ran over and was like, yo, stop now. Because of course, conveniently, the teacher actually started paying attention once I was involved. And we got sent to the principal's office and everything. The four of us, me, my friend, this guy's friend, and this guy. And the principal was not in. Store 100 health whenever you use a healing station. Your maximum health increases. Ooh, I don't think I have. I wish that I could see what my health is right now, because I think I'm actually at full health. Yeah, I'll take the I'll take the not the 100 health just to get more max health. And we'll go for paint slash. So principal isn't in the school or whatever, I don't know, has done whatever. Vice principal apparently also isn't there. So the person who gets to decide our fate is the music teacher, of all people. I guess just because the music teacher was like kind of the bossiest person in the school at the point. I don't know. They were like the most like, well, I'm going to make the decision, you know? Like, I'm gonna jump up and decide what the fate of these troublemakers is. She decided that me, my friend, and this kid were all suspended for like 5 days. And the kid's friend was not suspended because he technically didn't get involved in the fight. He was just like supporting his homeboy or whatever the hell, and was just like hanging out there, like beat his ass, you know, that sort of thing. So he didn't get that kid didn't get suspended. Me, my friend, and this other kid, we got suspended. So that was my suspension story. I felt fucking terrible after I got suspended, and like after it, I was like, I'm a pacifist, you know, like I was like mortified. I was like, this is on my 6th grade. This is on my permanent record, man. I'm gonna try to apply to college, and they're gonna look back at my record, and it's gonna say that I got suspended for 5 days, and then I'm not gonna get accepted. Something like that was going through my head. And then I ended up dropping out of college. That's further down the line. Whatever the case,
The javelin shrugged off.
that was my getting suspended story, I guess. Didn't ever get an answer as to what actually happened from my friend, but like knowing that friend and kind of like thinking about it now, I think even like I could say, and I don't even think if he was like watching stream right now, which it's probably not, because he's off doing, he has like a whole bunch going on in his life at this point. I think he probably kicked that guy in the balls. I think he definitely kicked that guy in the balls, and I got suspended because I would defended his goofy ass after he was probably the first one who was in the wrong. Who kicked someone in maths class of all things? Wait till PE so you can disguise it a little. I didn't hear the whole story, just to like peel back the like, obviously I could be like, yeah, it was math class, so you know, like whatever, but to the full truth of it, my memory of that situation isn't strong enough. And like my decision making at that point was purely like circumstantial, as like I am looking across the playground, my friend is like getting his ass kicked, and I knew that it was like there were like two dudes kind of stalking him, so in my mind it was like a 2v1, and I was like, well, fuck that shit, I'm gonna go help my friend you know, like even a little bit still. So even whenever I had like that level of trouble, my parents were like kind of cool about it. Like my mom was a little bit less accepting of it, but my dad was like, listen, you did go about it in the wrong order, but I am proud of you for what you did. Like, he was like, yeah, kick that kid's ass if a teacher isn't doing anything. You just should have called on a teacher first before you did anything. He was like, call a teacher if they don't do anything, jump that fucking kid. That was my dad's take on that situation. I was like, nah, man, I'm a pacifist. I don't get in fights. I don't get in any fights anymore. Also, I got hit. That's a bummer. Oh, wait, I could do it again, though. Okay, this time we're not getting hit. All right, lock the fuck in.
Too hot. Can't use the javelin when it's overheated.
Okay. Oh my god. Alright, we're good. Critical hit chances have a small chance to recover scratch damage. Getting hit drops a cluster of bear traps. I don't really have anything that does traps like crazy, so I'm not going to take the uncommon there. I'm actually just going to take that. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. There were, like, a couple of other, like, relative... I feel like I always got into a fight for somebody else's sake. I never got into one for my own sake. Ooh, significantly more damage for 3 lockdowns. I'm in. I'll take it. It's not based on me getting hit. It's just 3 lockdowns. Like, yeah, I'll grab that. Yeah, I always got into, like, the couple of fights that I ever got into were always for somebody else's sake. I think there was one time that I, like... And at this point, I've given you 2 examples of me getting into a fight as a kid. But you know, like, I don't know. What I'll say about that is that kids, one, are stupid, you know, because you did some crazy psychopath shit probably whenever you were a kid. Like, I don't know, cut the heads off of ants or drowned in an ant colony, or maybe you were actually a really good kid. Maybe I'm just projecting. But, you know, a lot of us have done some bad shit as a kid, and then we learn guilt. And then we're like, oh, fuck, that was terrible. Why did I do that? And then also, I don't know, like military dad, raised in the South. I think there was just a lot of shit that I had to learn, you know? Like people really do change, man. And like that like suspension thing was like a big change in my personality after that. Like I was very pacifist after that. But there was a time where I jumped off the monkey bars and landed on top of the biggest kid in my class, and he fell down like a sack of rocks. And I felt so cool. I'm not gonna lie. At the moment, I only remember the sensation of doing it and being like, yeah, he's the biggest kid in my class. And I was one of the smaller squirts. I was only able to knock him down because I jumped off the monkey bars. Like a fucking wrestling move, I jumped off the monkey bars onto his whole body. It's like, yeah, it'll hurt probably. I don't know, that was not the best of me. But I did that for the sake of a friend as well. I think he was getting like kind of bullied by that kid. And I was like, no way, dude. I'm jumping. I saw this going on. I climbed the monkey bars next to him, and I was like, I'm jumping off this shit onto you. I'm gonna do that. Anyway, very punk rock game. I feel like it's only right that I explain kind of my little stint of delinquency that I guess I had in my very, very early childhood.
They are blocking the javelin.
I'm still scared and need more health, but I want punch damage, you know? What is that? That is pretty good health. That's 9 health, easy to do math. That is 11 health. I'll go for the 11 health, god damn it. I need a full heal is what I need right now. Damage dealt by bayonetas increase while aiming, gain invincibility to range attacks. You know what? Just that very like basic perk alone, I'll take it. It's funny, cheesy. When I was in 5th grade, the biggest kid in my class fell on me from the rock wall and he gave me a hairline fracture in my ankle. Oh, I mean, it's tough if you're like one of the smaller kids. And you know, you experience a little bit of a growth spurt later, or even maybe you just are like still kind of like a smaller kid and everything. But like, you know, fuck, you gotta kind of learn how to scrap a little bit for yourself there. Sometimes, either that or just, you know, like finding another coping mechanism, like a big. I remember a talk that I had with my mom one time where I was like talking about like how I guess it was kind of bullying. Like I can't really, like, again, like I was kind of a squeamish, kind of a small kid. I think it was probably pretty easy to end up, you know, being kind of a bullied sort. And I remember a conversation that I had with my mom where she was like, just make a joke out of it, you know? Like she was like, and honestly, good advice, man, you know? Maybe doesn't actually help deal with like the exact situation itself, but it, you know, at the very least you gain some major, it's like a character building thing, you know? It was definitely what maybe began my, I think I was always a little bit funny, but like I was kind of funny in the way where like I didn't know that I was being funny, but I would make adults laugh. It was kind of like that. Basically, I was just a little autistic kid. But my mom was like, make a joke out of it and talking about the bullying thing. So it was, at that point, it was like more of like, okay, I am not like, it's not only just like something that happens on accident anymore and sometimes feels rewarding, if not a little bit confusing. It's something that I'll just take and be happy about, you know, if somebody laughs at something that I do, whether it's something that I intend to be funny or not, I win. That's a win for me. So, definitely, good conversation, good like character building conversation, I guess. Gave a lot of like explanation and kind of like, I don't know, as to the person I guess I ended up becoming. Hairline fracture though, as a kid though, that sounds fucking tough, dude. That sounds tough. Executions restore some health, but your maximum health is reduced. Ooh, I might grab that. Ooh, I might grab that too. Do I want them? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the big health now. Yeah, I'm gonna take the big health now. Oh, it's an upgrade to my overall damage per combo level plus 13%. Okay, I'll take that too. It's gotta be really good. That's gotta be really good, huh? Okay, we'll grab that. No, I never. What I can say is that I've never really like broken a bone like period like ever like that. So I don't envy that. The closest that I ever got was like I was playing basketball with a friend and he chucked the ball at me and it like stubbed right into my middle finger, and I had to get like, it wasn't like a cast, but it was like something got fucked up in there. And in this finger right here. And I wasn't able to do this before, but after I had the cast, we come in peace. Another increase to our legendary. I'll take it. I can't believe that I'm getting increases to the legendary perk at this point, man. I'll grab onto it, absolutely.
Come, get some.
Especially with just how many hits we get off so easily. Be the legendary. Ah, it's not. That's okay. Punch damage up though. I mean, that helps with the legendary, so. Sometimes you gotta work on the other values, you know? Like the other numbers that you haven't been paying attention to.
On to the next room.
Come on. I don't know if I've made it in time to get a boost, but I'm gonna try to make it before 7 minutes gets hit. Maybe I'm not. You know what? I'm not. If it is 7 minutes, it's gonna be a bummer, but it looks like there's something over here. I bet it's not 7 minutes too, so it'll be worth. Look. Little permanent upgrade juice, I'm all in. Totally worth coming over here. If it's 7 minutes, I'm gonna do one of those lean my head back moments where I just kind of make like a internalized sad sound. But I'm not gonna do that because it was 5 minutes. I was gonna hit that shit. Are you kidding me? The kid and I were friends, and I slipped and fell first, and he slipped when I was standing up. Oh, so it was like an accident. Ah, shit. See, I realized, like, that big kid that I jumped off the monkey bars onto in, like, grade school ended up being, like, just the nicest dude in high school. You know, I think like there's like a tendency to be like, oh, well, you're a football player and I'm a nerd and everything like that. But he was like the nicest. He was like the definition of like the good jock, you know, like just a great dude. Played football and everything. All right, we're in against the Chimera again. I don't have a Death Defiance, so it's time to lock the fuck in. We have a ramping thing going on, so actually the more that we don't get hit, the better that we do. Which means that I should probably be a little bit more careful about how I take this fight. Just try to keep our combo alive with a few lance hits. Ah, got our combo broken. Rough. What are you gonna do though? This is what it is. Still doing pretty good. Let's fucking go, dude! Wasn't even close. Oh shit, phase 2. Didn't know you had one of these. Makes sense. Okay, lock the fuck in. Woo, shit! Damn it. We haven't lost it yet. Fuck, we lost it. Holy shit. No, please. Oh, I still have another Death Defiance. Okay.
This won't stop me. Yeah.
Beaten down, broken on the dirty floor. I could get used to that sight.
Oh, shit. shit. We got wrecked. I wasn't expecting to get wrecked, man. In room 10 out of 10? That shit hurts. Oh, we got so much permanent upgrade juice, but that shit still hurts.
There you
Oh my
are.
god.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling sad that I lost.
Like I took a javelin to the face.
Yeah, it sucked. Oh my god, I was kind of close, but I couldn't keep my combo after the cone became the whole half, like 1/4 of the arena. I need to get more dashes,
Well,
I think.
What next?
I need to get more dashes.
I need to get stronger and go again.
Yeah. Holy, man. God damn. Okay, that's an increase to that. Let's get our
Not
number
enough
of
resolve.
dashes. That is one of the peak. Inflicts slow on all enemies after performing an execution. Duration of slow effects is increases pretty good. But I don't have additional spots right now, so... let's go ahead and I guess upgrade our Javelin Strike to see what's further down the combat tree. Your damage is increased while below 50 health, or you can... That's crazy. 60 to 80... 80 to 100, I mean, you know, it's just upgrade faster sort of thing, right? How can you not? Can't afford anything else from what I have currently. Resolve Engine lets you turn your hard-earned resolve crystals into permanent new skills and boosts your power. I like that they call it Resolve, too. What did we get for our new stuff? So we still only have one railgun. I guess I have different types of blast, different types of pea shooter, and different types of shotgun now. That'll be have to be something that we explore in the next YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Reignbreaker. This is a pretty freaking great game. I wasn't expecting to lose like that. I thought that I was gonna find myself on a Hades streak or something. That I was gonna lock the frick in and I was gonna be unbeatable, but game sure showed me, pummeled me straight down, man. I haven't hit the peak yet. I'll just have to keep going at it. Thanks for watching. More Reignbreaker to come soon.